Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm All Things Wrestling. Today I'm going to be giving my comments, opinions and the results of TNA Impact Wrestling Open Fight Night Edition 2nd of February 2017. We kick off the show looking at Bobby Lashley's victory over Eddie Edwards in the Iron Man match last week. Fair point. It was a good match, actually. Then we go to the Broken Hardys coming to ringside. And then Matt goes, "The night is open to us. The night of open fights has arrived. This eve in the Impact Zone, the Impact spotlight will shine brightly and solely on Brother Nero. It is our destiny to win the tag team titles again and again and again and again and again, to become the greatest tag team of all time and space. The Seven Deities will supply me with a teleportation mechanism so we can win all of the tag team gold. We will then go on to an international quest for gold, because there are many teams that didn't have the courage to show up a total non-stop deletion, including the Bucks of Young, the Day of New, and the family of Wyatt. If they don't come to us, we must go to them." Matt turns it over to Brother Nero, and he goes, "Creatures, let's hear you. I'm looking forward to competing in the tag team domination that me and Matt will be doing. But I'm going to step back into the solo dimension tonight and challenge Big Bad Bobby Lashley to once again be the TNA World Champion." Sorry, that just took alarm. Lashley comes out and says he knew their paths were going to cross eventually because the Hardys are broken and obsolete. But they're not stupid, and after beating Eddie Edwards last week, he's ready for a war. The only question is whether Jeff is ready, because he brought his brother out here to find a way to take the title off him. Jeff then tells Matt, "Go backstage and enjoy the show with your family, because I'm going to do this by myself." And Matt just says, "Okay, Brother Nero. Do it. You can do it, Brother Nero." Lashley says he has no problem defending the title, and it's going to happen after the break. We then have that match, which was a solid performance. Hardy goes for a rolling senton on the floor, but Lashley rolls under the ring to avoid it. Nice spot there. He lands hard. Lashley is now up and gets him back in the ring. Hits the spear for the win. Lashley retains. It was a solid match. I enjoyed it. Brother Nero is always entertaining. I love doing the Matt and Jeff voices, so please let them keep talking because it's fun. Eddie Edwards comes out to the ring to confront Lashley after the match and says he's not out here to fight. He wants to tell Lashley to his face that he congratulates him on winning and now retaining the world title. Lashley thanked Eddie and said it's finally time he recognised how great he is, but he doesn't need Eddie to tell him how great he is. He took the title from him. That makes him better than Eddie. Then Eddie asks what he wants. Eddie says since Lashley is a fighting champion, he wants a rematch. Lashley said that Eddie made him jump through hoops for a title shot, so if he thinks Lashley is just going to give him a title shot, what if he just says no? Eddie calls him a bitch boy Bobby and tells him to give him the match, so Lashley said he has one last chance. If he doesn't win, he goes to the back to play with the kids and you won't ever get another shot at the big boy title. Eddie said he needs only one shot, and Lashley said he's got it. It was a good promo. I enjoyed that bit. Maybe Davey Richards somehow screws him over. I really want to see Davey Richards, Eddie Edwards in a feud match. Maybe that's just me, but I think that would be great. Then we see Tyrus backstage, and he said you won't believe who they will challenge tonight because he and Eli Drake are going to shock the world. We see a lot of this during it. Then we were told if you watch Impact Wrestling's Facebook page, you would have saw a video last week's show where Rosemary offered Brandy Rose a chance to join Decay. Then Rosemary finds Brandy again and says Brandy they're never going to be friends, and she doesn't know what she thought. That's what Brandy said to Rosemary. Rosemary shushed her and said they have so much potential. She just needs their guidance. They will offer her one last chance. She can decay. She can deny the inevitability, or she can take them up on their offer so they can decay together. Brandy pushed her away and said she's going to tell her one last time, leave me alone. Rosemary said, Brandy's obviously decided to do this the hard way, but they will decide when it's over, not Brandy. It was a good promo, and yes, I'm now going to do a Rosemary voice as well because I like to do creepy people's voices. Or awesome characters' voices, whatever you choose is good. Then we see Aaron Rex and Rockstar Spud showing up to the arena in a golf cart, and Rex makes Spud unroll a striped carpet for him to walk on his rival. We get like a couple of these little segments in it. It's not bad, I just don't know what the hell happened to Damien Sandow or Aaron Stevens or whatever the hell he was called. Aaron Rex is just weird. Then we have a match, Sienna versus Brooke Tessmacher, who's now just going by the name Brooke for some reason. I like it. The finish happened. Brooke goes to the top. Maria shoves her into the ring while Sienna was distracting the referee, I think. Sienna hits the silencer, nearly driving Brooke out the ring, but she manages to get her back in for a 3 count. It was a solid match. Good knockout action. I do enjoy it. Maria and Sienna having this whole rivalry with Brooke is pretty good. I do enjoy. Why Madison Rayne is on commentary all the time, I do not know. Somebody let me know about that, because I'm maybe missing something here. Then the DCC are backstage. James Shaw said, we're about to find out who the DCC is cashing in on. There's a target on everyone's back, and Bram says it's time to make the call. Kingston said he knows who it is, and everyone is about to find out. Then we have another day in the life of Aaron Rex. The video shows Aaron Rex getting his makeup put on. Spud yells at the makeup artist, and then Rex covers his ear because he hates confrontation, so he has Spud kick the makeup artist out. Then Rockstar Spud tells him his schedule for the day, like going on CNN and other things, so he has a conversation about that, and they say they love Don Lemon. Who the hell is Don Lemon? Unless it's somebody they're just mocking with a name, I don't know. But either way, it was, again, weird. Then the DCC in the ring, James Shaw said, we're looking at the 3 men who run this place. They don't get paid by the hour. They're in the kicking ass business, and business is booming. They can challenge anyone they want, so they challenge Decay to a Falls Count Anywhere match right here tonight. Then we have that match. Let's just talk about a couple of the spots. One spot, Abyss grabbed Tax and Steve grabbed some barbed wire on a board. Abyss tried to slope slam Kingston into the barbed wire, but Kingston hits him in the bollocks to escape. He then goes to the top rope, but Rosemary misses him, and then Abyss chokeslams him into the tacks. After the match, you see his back, and there's like, I think a minimum of 20 tacks in there. It looked painful. And then we saw Abyss trying to chokeslam Storm through the barbed wire board. Bram then hit him with the beer bottle. Nice homage to the old James Storm, what he used to do. I assume they're not actually raw bottles then if they do them. And Storm Sue kicks him straight into the barbed wire. Ooh, that was a nasty one. And then Bram pile drivers Steve through a table. And then Storm gets the pin on him. It was brutal. The match was great. I love violence in this kind of stuff. It's good. Then we see Maria and Mike Bennett backstage, and they run into Braxton Sutter. They wish to congratulate him on his date, and he says, oh, for surviving that horrible date with Laurel? I don't know. Maria said she hears wedding bells because he's going to propose to Laurel. Braxton said he won't do it, but Maria reminds him if he doesn't, he knows what will happen to Ali, and that Laurel likes a princess cut. She walks off. Mike says, Braxton, lighten up, because is having a great, confident, strong woman at your side is a good thing. And then he says, besides, I'm going to throw you the biggest bachelor party ever. I really want to see that. I just want to see what Mike Bennett would do for a bachelor party. That'd be great. But I don't know where the story's going, but I do like it, to be fair. Then Drew Galloway comes to the ring and says he's made a big statement when he said he's going to make the Grand Championship bigger than the World title. People aren't sold on the title yet, but it's because he was hurt before the finals and came back like a white knight without the horse and took the title. Now it's his time to elevate it. Moose comes to the ring and says he gave Galloway the benefit of the doubt the first time he kicked him in the nuts, but now he deserves an ass whipping because he hit him in the nuts to retain it. Drew says he doesn't want Drew versus Moose part 73. He needs to take on the best from around the world. He has someone backstage who requested a title shot and he's already accepted, so he wants Moose to bugger off because his challenger tonight is Robbie Risen, I think that is. I don't know. It was basically a jobber. Then we have that match. Moose was not impressed, but it was funny. Drew booted him in the face out of nowhere and proceeded to squash the hell out of the guy. Drew launched him with suplexes, and then he got a punch in, and then he basically just nailed him with a pile driver and then a future shock DDT. Just to end the first round in 2 minutes with the pinfall. The kid got annihilated and it was funny. Then Hurricane Helms is backstage with Trevor Lee in the briefcase. Helms said we're about to go to the ring so Trevor can issue his challenge. Then we see Helms and Lee in the ring and said since we blew up DJ Knees last week, they want an X Division title match, but not just any match, they want a ladder match. That was good, and then we go to the match. It was quite good storytelling here. Obviously, they attack the knee and do all that kind of stuff, but the finish, Helms tossed the chair into Lee, who then put it around DJZ's knee and ankle, put the ladder on top of his leg, blocking the chair under it, and then just climbed up and got the belt. It was very smart storytelling, and Trevor Lee's your new X Division champion, so good there. But this was very smart. I love the fact that they got a plan, did the plan, and then it was done. They managed to win the title because they'd see this thing the week before. It was good storytelling. I like this. Please, more of this in wrestling. And the X Division's been a bit for me while I've been watching, so it's nice to see some action actually happening on it. So we'll see where you go with that. Then Tyrus and Eli Drake backstage. Tyrus says Eli isn't going to do what we think he's going to do, so Tyrus says they're going to have the great surprise challenge match, and we're just going to have to wait to see what it is after this commercial break. I like this whole Eli not talking. It's great for his character development for me. I do like it. Tyrus is a badass and proves that WWE didn't know what they had when they had him. Then Robbie E crashes into a day in the life of Aaron Rex, and he tells Rex to have unfinished business and challenges him to a fight. Rex says they can do it next week since he has to prepare mentally, physically and spiritually. Robbie, or Ruby as Rex calls him, says he can't wait. And Rex tells Spud to get the Perrier, some wine thing. That was not bad. I like that. Can't wait to see that. Then Tyrus and Eli Drake are in the ring. Tyrus tells the dummies that they won't hit from Eli tonight since they don't know how to behave. They have the best briefcase in the world and they challengers. Tyrus handpicked them himself, and not only they talked about it, Eli said it will be EC3. He hobbles out and looks a bit hurt. He's also not dressed to wrestle. DJC, who was already dressed to wrestle. That's how you sell an injury. You don't come out in your wrestling gear when you're bloody injured. He tells EC3 to show the ladies his abs, so EC3 pulls the shirt up and he has a huge ass bruise on his ribs. Drake attacks EC3 from behind and the ref rings the bell. He did call him Ethan Cripple third, which was great actually. The match was pretty good. EC3 finally connects with a clothesline and an inverted drop, but it takes too long to follow up, so Drake manages to get a hard clothesline out of nowhere. Drake hauls EC3 to his feet, but EC3 picks the leg and gets a jackknife roll up for the win. Drake is not impressed and gets absolutely livid, yells at Tyrus before grabbing his bat, coming back into the ring, drilled EC3 in the ribs, repeatedly bashing EC3 in the ribs, and goes to chew Tyrus out for setting up the match. The lights go out, the DCC is in the ring. After they come back up, they start a stare down with Drake and Tyrus, and then go after EC3, put the boots to him. Drake is smiling and laughing, and then they attack Tyrus and Drake. Brandon Kingston lay Tyrus out on the floor and then go back inside and hit a spike pile driver on EC3 on the chair. The DTC stands tall over all three men as we end the show. Don't know where this storyline's going, but I cannot wait. Does this mean EC3 is going to be pairing up with these two? Very interesting. I cannot wait to see what happens there. But anyway, it's been a pretty good episode of Impact Open Fight Night Edition. I was expecting it was basically just 4 cases, 4 matches, well, there's 6 matches on the card, so it was a good overall episode of Impact. I did enjoy it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you have, subscribe to see more, and I'll catch you later.